to my online English class.
So, my dear children, today you will learn a new poem, and the name of the poem is My Shadow, and it has been written by Robert Louis Stevenson. First of all, let me tell you some specific objectives of learning the poem My Shadow. To read and take pleasure in the poem for its rhyming words, to recite the poem with correct intonation, to widen listening and speaking skills all the way through reading and repetition, to investigate shadows, how they are made, and how they change based on the light source, to produce rhyming words, to encourage students to create their own shadow poem. Now, let me tell you something about the poet Robert Louis Stevenson. Robert Louis Stevenson was a novelist and a poet born in Edinburgh. He was never a healthy person as a child and often remained sick. He began studying engineering in the Edinburgh University, but he soon switched to law, leaving engineering in the middle. However, he had always loved writing. For several years, he traveled around to gather ideas for his writing. He has written a variety of essays and short stories, which were published in magazines. He established his name in the literary world with the publication of Treasure Island in 1883 and Kidnapped in 1886. Robert Louis Stevenson's poem, My Shadow, reflects the way in which a child might think of a shadow without understanding the physics behind the way the shadow walks. For example, the poet, who speaks in the voice of a child, notes the way in which his shadow goes around with him and jumps into his bed before him. The poet also notes the way in which the shadow gets suddenly bigger and smaller without growing in the slow way a child does, and the way in which the shadow always stays close to the poet. In the end, the narrator doesn't understand why the shadow doesn't accompany him outside on a sunny day, when, of course, the bright sunlight would make shadows impossible. The poet's diction and the way in which he describes what he sees around him mirror the way a child would see the physical world. My Shadow is an 1885 poem by Robert Louis Stevenson, collected in his anthology A Child's Garden of Verses. The poem concerns a child whose shadow often acts of its own accord, changing shape or vanishing. The poem, which on analysis shows simply the changing nature of a real shadow, shows the wonder and imagination of a small child who presumes that in the magic hour before dawn, when there is light but no direct source, his shadow has stayed at home rather than simply being invisible until the sunrise. The poem is written in first person present tense, except the last stanza, which switches to past tense for effect. The prime indicator is the singular personal pronoun I, referring to the poet, showing that the poem is from his point of view. The central idea of My Shadow is to restore the sense of childhood wonder in a time when science and facts are pervasive. The speaker is a child who cannot understand the concept of shadow or what it is, that it isn't another person and instead looks at his shadow in a new way, showing the reader how to think past the mere signs of it. Major themes in the poem My Shadow: curiosity, surprise, and experimenting are some of the major themes of this short poem My Shadow. The poem comprises the merriment of a child who is delighted, mesmerized, and puzzled with his own shadow. He explains in detail how his shadow accompanies him. This description gives a clue to the curious nature of the child who keeps an eye on his surrounding. So, my dear children, today you are going to learn another new poem. The name of the poem is My Shadow, and it has been written by Robert Louis Stevenson. My shadow is a representative of joy. As this poem is for children, it is written from the perspective of a young child who finds pleasure in the company of his own shadow. He is amazed to see how his shadow follows him everywhere. His innocent mind thinks that the shadow is afraid of being alone. That is why he sticks to him all the time. To his surprise, the shadow can get taller, smaller, and sometimes invisible. However, one day, when he wakes up before the sunrise, he fails to find his shadow around. Finding himself alone, he assumes that the shadow must be sleeping because he does not understand the science involved in it. However, what allures the reader is the way the poet has captured the imagination of a child. Robert Louis Stevenson has given a perspective of an innocent child in the poem My Shadow by writing it from the perspective of a small boy. The small boy is fascinated by seeing the growth. The child keeps experimenting to understand the nature of his shadow and is surprised by how it grows tall and small in the same day. He does not understand science and is quite excited to observe how his shadow follows him everywhere and does the exact body movements he does. Through this poem, the poet has tried to show the enthusiasm and curiosity over smallest things by children and how they learn about things around them from their own perspective. They do not quit experimenting and learning about the things until they have tried everything to understand how it works and how it functions. For example, in the last stanza, the child wakes up before sunrise to see if his shadow would follow him then. When he finds that there is no shadow sticking to him from his feet, he realizes that his shadow is not only a coward because he always sticks to him, but also a lazy head who is sleeping sound in the bed. My Shadow is a poem by a child's enthusiasm and curiosity towards the shadow which grows abnormally tall and small in the same day. He sees his shadow and is excited to see how the shadow is exactly like him from heel to head and is always with him. He thinks of the shadow like just another person and hence compares it with the activities and nature of any other child that he knows. He says that the shadow always follows him, does exact body movement like the child does. He finds his shadow a little cowardly in nature, as he wouldn't leave his side and play with the other children. Instead, he will keep following him everywhere. But once the shadow leaves him, when the child wakes up before sunrise and sees that his shadow is not following him then. So now students, let's get into the poem. So children, let me first read the poem aloud. I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me, and what can be the use of him is more than I can see. He is very, very like me from the hills up to the head, and I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. The funniest thing about him is the way he likes to grow. Not at all like proper children, which is always very slow. For he sometimes shoots up taller like an India rubber ball, and he sometimes gets so little that there's none of him at all. One morning, very early, before the sun, I was up. I rose and found the shining dew on every buttercup. But my lazy little shadow, like an errant sleepy head, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in bed. Now, children, let's move on to the explanation of the first stanza. In this stanza, the boy is fantasized with his shadow and likes to observe it. He says that he has a little shadow that is always present with him when he is going out anywhere in the sun. The boy knows that there is more that he can do with the shadow than just observing it following him around everywhere. The boy says that it is just like him from the hill to the head. Here, the poet uses hill to the head to show that the boy is fascinated that the shadow is connected to him from the hill and then grows towards the head. The boy is excited to see how it is always ahead of him and jumps in the bed before he does. He gets excited to see how the shadow is always following him, but is always ahead of him too.
Now, my dear children, here are certain assignments for you. Go through the assignments and complete them.
So, my dear students, that's all for today. In my next video, you will learn next two stanzas of the poem with proper explanation. Till then, goodbye.